Oh, what a beautiful morning. A little coffee and then oh. Oh. Good morning, you everybody. Y'all, humans. It's bright and early. Enjoying a little. Gotta have some coffee, Get things going. What? You were just outside. What? Look at you. What a good boy. So cute. Anyway, got a bunch of things on the to-do list to get done. Nothing at all going on around here. So keeping it. What? Oh my goodness. Anyway, we got lots to do. Let's get to it. Saw that. Get down, yeah. Throwing food class with the dogs. Come on, get out of here. I need some peace and quiet. What's? Oh. All right, so here we are. And just like everybody says, you should definitely not use Jungle website electronicals on your powerstroke. It should not be done. You should always use, genuine. In this case, that part number. Oh, sorry, trying not to get you dizzy. Here, screenshot it if you want. Pause it. There you go. If you need the part number. Good part, seems like. But since you're not supposed to use Jungle website parts, of course, I ordered one of them too. Really, the main reason though is because on the website that I got this from, this was listed at $27 just for this, the 4 genuine parts. But on the Jungle website, this and this together was only $28. So figured, why not? Why not do that? And then, see what is actually different. And first thing that you might notice is it's not an earthquake. It's just me. You didn't hear anything. It's a good solid part. Rubber feels like rubber, would feel like if it was rubber. And it looks like the part that's in the truck, except for no squirrel chews. And this one, it's it's different. Rubber feels much harder. Different rubber. And you put them real next to each other. You put them right next to each other. Just, everything's obviously a little different, made on a little bit different machine. Maybe the same blueprints, but slightly different here and there. So it's not easy to get them confused. So, fit and finish, not the same. But is this the same? And does it do the same things? And would this work in a pinch if you needed to get something? And, does it do different things? And for that matter, are these any good? Because, Jungle website, probably Chineseium through and through. Really kind of feel like maybe if I just steal the boots, that's all I really need. So I'm going to try to get away with that one way or the other. Also, I'm going to try to figure out ways to test, maybe like ohms tests. I really don't know. I don't know what else to test, 12. I don't know. Does it get 12 volts? I mean, I don't really feel like getting a degree in rocket science about this particular part, but Trying to think of ways to test. Are they the same? Let's get to it. All right, fellers, here we go. And this car needs an oil change. 7,000 miles on this unit, running good. Not really the topic of this video, but this vehicle needs squirrel damage fixed, so we'll get it out of the way because this vehicle is sitting where I need to be to get on the ramps with the Civic because it's so low. There's kind of a taper up, and I can kind of get on the ramps there, get up underneath the Civic, get the oil changed. Not really part of this video. This video is going to be about fixing the squirrel damage on Black Beauty here. So, we're going to get to that. First thing we got to do, honestly, if you saw the video where I discovered the squirrel house, that's kind of where I left it. Wherever you saw me leave it in that video, that's exactly how it's been. I've been busy. I work for a living. This is not my job doing videos. What? Okay. Focus somewhere. Anyway, let's get to it. Well, it's a good thing we got the guy when we did. He was trying to build his house back again. All right. Anyway, we've seen this before. I think I don't think that. We'll check and see what we got. But I think it's about the same as it was before. Let me put you back here. Well, bad news, powerstroke fans. When he came back to rebuild, I guess he was pissed, mad, angry. Because now I'm pretty sure I would have noticed this. He's gotten into things that weren't into before. So, I mean, I fully expected to be dealing with this today, and these today, and that. Man, there's still a bunch of leaves up underneath. Really hard to camera them, but that valley is just packed, up under the turbo. So I'm sure that's a fire hazard. And of course, you might remember there's a fuel leak, way back under there. So it'd be really good to soak down some leaves and fuel and, catch them on fire with the turbo. So this looks, that's all I see going on is this part of the main engine wiring harness being, violently attacked. Squirrel teeth. I really need to get this truck to start and run and get out of the way. I believe that is probably our oil pressure or oil temperature, one of the two. I think that's temperature. I should have done some homework before I started talking. I'm pretty sure that's pressure. Pressure for the low pressure oil. So, what else though is true here? Because there's your yeah, that's your high pressure oil sensor for your injection system. And yeah, that's chewed up, is what that is. That's chewed up. So I don't want to, didn't want to do that today, but Man. I mean, this is 3 weeks now. This truck has not moved. That was already there. That's kind of troubling, but I don't think that's critical. Yeah, anyway. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I'm just at the point of, 220 or 30 or something thousand miles on this rig anyway. Probably, it definitely wouldn't hurt to just get a new over the engine harness and just change it out and be done with it. Wouldn't hurt nothing. But, well, it would hurt something. The old pocketbook. But, I think, what did he do there? What? I hate squirrels. I already hated them for gardening reasons, but this is too much. All right, I'm going to turn this off for now. Probably need to charge it anyway. It's getting low. And I'm going to think about these things. Maybe put in a hyperlapse or something. I don't know. I'm sad right now is what it is. If you've ever been drinking your morning coffee and you get to, dishwasher surprise stuck in the bottom of the cup, hit that like button. And if you finished that cup of coffee before you worried about washing that cup, go ahead and subscribe. We're going to get along just fine. Nobody's going to want to watch a video of a guy in his driveway recording on a cell phone. Oh, great. Let's just, well, we know that's in pieces. So, dry rotted too. So we'll take that out. We know that. That. Back here one doesn't have paint on that back either. Excuse me. Sorry. Sinuses. Yeah. Well, maybe that matches the stuff we got from the jungle website. Everything loves peanut butter, right? But especially squirrels. Is this gonna do any good for me right now today? Not really. It's gonna make me feel better. I don't know, probably. Oh, for Pete's sake. What are you doing? Alright, we're set up here in the back of the ridge line because they don't make El Caminos anymore. So if you want one new, you gotta buy a ridge line, I guess. Anyway, these are the old lines that we took off. And then this is the jungle website new lines. So did we even get good lines? Why? That doesn't match at all with the green. But maybe if we could bend it, would it be the right length? Kinda, yeah. That might work. I don't know why'd they go extreme with that bend. It's just I don't understand that. Okay, anyway, green maybe. Why do we got them taped together? I don't know. The green doesn't go with those. But okay, so also we got a red that I don't know. Yeah, hang on. Let me cut that off. All right, hold on. Okay, so if you're gonna, do something, make sure you grab a rusty blade to do it with. That way, if you cut yourself, you know, you can ponder, how long it's been since you had a tetanus shot for the rest of the night. Till the wobble pops kick in. Anyway, so looking at the way things were, and then comparing it to the way things are, I don't know. These are much more vibrant colors. So there's that. But it feels like this is backwards. So I'm just going to start there. And I don't think the factory one was actually even connected to each other. So, and then, we already talked about that bend. And this one, why are you going there? Don't know. But if it'll stick to the places, I think that's backwards too. There. It's corrected. And really, honestly, I think, I could just. I didn't have any problems before with this, did I? That I know of. So, there you go. Poof. Bend corrected. There you go. Trash. It's good to clean up, as you go, right? So, rusty blade with no protection. There we go. I'll hide that so we forget it's there and grab it later. So there you go. I think we're good to go there. Okay. Now I'm not certified by the ASTME or SAMI or Underwriters Laboratory or the NBA or anybody, to be honest, in regards to this. But I do know if you're going to ohm something out and you want to check and make sure your meter's working, you touch the contacts together and you get 0 on the display. Can you see that on the display? Look, 0 point, no, 0.0000, yeah, but basically all zeros. When there's no, you're basically measuring how much, how much resistance is in between the two. So when there's 100% resistance, you get a 1. When you have no resistance, as in perfect continuity, that's what you want to see on your meter anyway. And it doesn't really matter if you're on 200, 2,000, 20,000, whatever, for what we're doing right now. I just find this interesting. This one right here, this one is the one that we know is right. This is the Ford part, came in the Ford bag. Oh, funny thing about the Ford. Anyway, stay on target. This one's the Jungle website one that's loose and clinkety that we're not going to use, but we just, wanted to make fun of it. So, when we just ohm out the prongs on the electrical connector on the Ford factory one, we consistently, if we hold her steady, we got 0.042. And we do the same thing on the Jungle website one, and we get 0.021. Let's see if we can repeat it for science. We're doing science here. And I got 0.041. That's what I was getting earlier too. Off camera. And then we do this one, you gotta just make sure you got good contact. You're holding it steady. Right there. Right on the prongs. 0.021. So, right there, that proves to you. What does that prove to you? I mean, if you're an electrical engineer and all that, you go ahead and get to typing. Tell me what it proves. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It does prove they're different. They're not electrically the same. They're not structurally the same. They're similar. But I mean, I basically bought it for the boots, so we're done with that. Forget you ever saw it. It's Ford or nothing. Okay, so remember how we just were testing the Jungle website versus Ford part. We got 0.41 on the Ford part, and the Jungle website version is dead to us. Well, here's the one out of the truck, with all the squirrel teeth marks in it. And really looking at it, I guess a guy could have probably not even replaced it. But the clip wouldn't have anywhere to clip to. He ate mostly around there. I mean, you could have cleaned those out and they'd still be ports. So we might save it for a spare. I don't think that's part that goes up. Anyway, focus, Jack. Okay. So if we hold the prongs on this one, what do we get? Oh, Lord. I should have some alligator clips instead of prongs. Well, come on. I was trying to make a point. Look what we got right there. Exactly what our Ford replacement part says we should have, right? We could just hold the prong steady. Well, come on now. Now you're making me look like a liar. Yeah, see? So we know, well, we don't really know a damn thing. I mean, we know that the retaining bolt that holds that on to our crisscross pipe is an 8mm head. And when we go to put that back on, we don't want. See, look at how much is missing off of that one. That guy, he had an appetite. When we put that back on, you just don't want to get, real cranky with it. Keep the torque under control. Because you're going into aluminum with steel threads. So anytime you're doing that, just be safe. Be safe out there. Incidentally, the actual Ford one, there's the part number. Can you read that from there? Well, if it's too close, just put on your reading glasses, okay? I mean, we all got older. Boost control solenoid 99 to 03. I got it from Full Force Diesel apparently, and it was confirmed by that guy, and packaged by that guy. So thanks guys. What else? They're buying cores for things from 7.3s and 6.0s. Anyway, Full Force Diesel, that's where I got that. So you get your genuine Ford parts, obviously, from Ford dealers and reputable diesel websites. And they threw in one of those clip-on your vent conditioning the air sticks, vent stick, creamy vanilla. I mean, sounds great. And they even give me a free sticker. Now, they don't sponsor me. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I paid my own money for that. But I'm not saying I'm not saying I couldn't be sponsored. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. All right, fellas, let me bring you back in here, show you what I did. I think, oh, I'm not done yet, but I'm done with the wiring that I'm fixing. So, so this wire, we had to put a coupling into that and get rid of one wire in this little harness. Had a chew hole in it. And then both of these go into this plug. They had chew holes, so we put the heat shrink little solder seal couplings on it. And this line had been appeared to be chewed on, but upon closer investigation, it didn't actually get into the wire, so we just went ahead and rewrapped it with electric tape. And yeah, this plug, the little lock part, just chewed off, which I guess saved it. Because while he was chewing on it, it must have came off, and then for whatever reason, it didn't interest him anymore, Mr. Squirrel. And so we got that piece on. I think we talked about that. This wire is bare wire showing. Not concerned about that because it's the power going to the intake air heater, and there's no way that's going to even try to kick on. So I don't even think it would throw the code at all. I don't think there's a possibility of that. So I could be wrong. I don't know. There's always a chance that I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I got to put these lines back on, the red and the greens, the ones that we changed the booties on. Those are going back in, and then we're finally back to square one, where we started at, where we had a fuel leak. Oh, and we still got leaves stuck up underneath the turbo. So it's probably not a good idea to fire it up. But I think we're gonna, here, over here. We're gonna finish up these little tubes. And then, like I said, the fuel leak is way back there. I mean, we got to take this out to get to it and move these over and rewatch a Diesel Tech Ron video to remind myself what I'm doing there. I'm not sure we'll even do that today. We might just fire it up, cold start it, move it with the fuel leak. We'll see. Okay, we got the lines back on. We used the Jungle website boots is all. Reused factory lines because they did things and went to the right places. That's what we needed. So we like I said, we're right back where we were. I think next we'll do a 7.3 hasn't started for 3 weeks cold start and see if she burns to the ground from the fuel on the leaves under the turbo. And speedy quick, before she can do that, we'll move her out of the way so we can get on to the next thing in our day. But that's going to wrap up. That'll probably wrap up this video. So let's go check out a juicy cold start. real quick now, if you're drinking, if you feel, if